Hey guys, so it has been a little while. I was just a very shortened version of what's been going on in the last few months. Is I had a really severe allergic reaction to what the dermatologist and I now believe was my eyeglasses, plastic and metal glasses frames. And I couldn't wear any makeup, and my eyes were like off and on swelling really badly and burning and itching and super red, and I looked really rough and I felt really rough, and I just didn't want to be on camera. It took several months to figure out that it was my glasses, so for a while we thought maybe it was the stuff I was putting on my nails and then touching my face, because I had like cut out all of my other skincare stuff. It was a whole thing. So I wasn't painting my nails and I wasn't wearing any makeup, and it was a rough several months. And right when I thought it was getting better, it got really bad again. So it's been a long process, but I think we're in the clear now. We'll find out tonight if my face starts burning from wearing makeup. I don't know. So today I have swatches of the Essie Spring 2023 collection. There are 6 polishes here altogether, which is pretty typical for an Essie collection. These came from beyondpolish.com, so I will link that website down below. I also have an affiliate code with Beyond Polish, which I will have up here and in the description box. 6 polishes altogether, and I'll get into the swatches.
So the first polish is called Sensational, and this is described as a muted chartreuse yellow with green undertones. Great formula and great coverage on this one, especially for a yellow and a pastel yellow. Really good coverage. Essie formulas are just kind of good now. I know they have a history of having really terrible formulas, but lately they've actually been pretty good, and these ones are really good. But to be fair, most brands I think are at the very least acceptable. It's not often that I come across an actually bad polish anymore. This covered easily for me in 2 coats. I do wish it was a little bit brighter of a yellow and a little less dirty, but that's just kind of how Essie has been doing their yellows. So that is 2 coats of Sensational. The next polish is called Ride the Soundwave, and Essie describes this as a milky sky blue with red undertones. Again, great formula, great coverage, no complaints here. These practically apply themselves. They go on really easy. They dry fairly even. They level themselves out very nicely, and they're solid 2-coaters. The formulas for the cream polishes in this entire collection are almost all identical. This covered easily for me in 2 coats, and I'm obviously going to like it a lot because this is my favorite shade to wear. So that is 2 coats of Ride the Soundwave. The next polish is called You-niverse, and this is described as a bright taffy pink polish with blue undertones. This is pretty much the same as Ride the Soundwave formula-wise. Really easy to apply. It levels itself out really nicely and built up really well in 2 coats. This almost seemed like it had a little bit of like a little purple something to it to me. It's very clearly pink, but it came off a little almost lavender. So that is 2 coats of In the You-niverse. The next polish is called In High Time, and Essie describes this as a mid-tone mint green with blue undertones. This one actually had the streakiest coverage out of all of the cream polishes in this collection, which isn't really saying much because it still performed really well. It still covered completely for me in 2 coats, and it leveled itself out pretty nicely. It just seemed a little less creamy than all the rest of them, but the end result was still the same. So that is 2 coats of It's High Time. The next polish is called Don't Burst My Bubble, and this is described as a periwinkle purple with blue undertones. I'm trying not to blow through these too fast, but aside from the last polish, which just had some subtle differences, the cream polishes in this collection are pretty much all the same polish, just in different colors. So this covered really well on 2 coats. It leveled itself out really nicely, and it applied very evenly. I do feel like this one did dry a little bit darker than it applies, but barely noticeable at all. So that is 2 coats of Don't Burst My Bubble. And the last polish is called Feel The Fizzle, and this is described as a vibrant light pink with multi-dimensional blue and pink pearls. Vibrant is not really the word I would use. This is a nice shimmer topper. It does look slightly pink in the bottle, but doesn't really translate to the nails even after that 3rd coat is built up. I don't think it looks terrible on its own, and it does work well as a topper because it applies very evenly, but it's going to be really hard to tell that this is pink even after several coats. So that is 3 coats of Feel The Fizzle.
So, favorites. I'll talk about this one first because it's not a favorite, but I want to talk about what I could have done to have been my favorite. It was very close. This was a really good pastel yellow. The formula on this was fantastic. It applied great. It was even. It covered really well in 2 coats. Like, I was very impressed with the formulas across this entire collection. However, this yellow just isn't like the bright, cheery, pastel Easter baby chick kind of. I mean, it's not like that tone, but anyway, it could be brighter and it could be cleaner. And the last couple of times that Essie has done yellow polishes, I feel like they've always come out this kind of like dingy looking color, and I don't know if they're just not used to doing yellows. I feel like they've made enough polishes that it has to be intentional, but I just don't love it. I wish this was a little bit cleaner and a little bit brighter of a yellow because the formula was fantastic. The color just looks a little, like I said, dingy, just like I don't love the color. So I really wanted to like this one, but my two favorites were It's High Time and especially Ride the Soundwave, because these are both the kind of colors that I really, really gravitate towards. Ride the Soundwave especially because this is like the perfect like tropical water kind of pastel blue color. I really, really like this. And again, the formulas across the whole collection were just absolutely amazing. So that is the Essie Spring 2023 collection. Again, those came from beyondpolish.com, so I will have my affiliate code with Beyond Polish up here, and I will also have that website linked down in the description box. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will talk to you later.